Welcome to the Yield Tactics podcast, your go-to source for all topics related to yield and revenue management, pricing strategies, and industry insights. We're diving deep into the dynamic world of revenue management and pricing across various sectors, with a particular focus on travel, leisure, transportation industries, and beyond. From airlines optimizing seat inventory to hotels adjusting room rates based on demand, and even to theme parks maximizing ticket sales, yield management plays a crucial role in ensuring businesses extract the maximum value from their resources. Joining us are Yield Tactics senior consultants and partners, industry experts, thought leaders, and pioneers in the field of revenue management, who will share their expertise, experiences, and innovative strategies to help you stay ahead in this ever-evolving landscape.
This podcast is brought to you by Yield Tactics and Airline Tactics, the foremost consulting firm specializing in revenue management and pricing, serving clients worldwide.
Hello and welcome to another insightful episode of the Yield Tactics podcast. As companies navigate in their revenue management and pricing strategies, the quality of their team members is crucial, and often a fundamental question arises: should they invest in developing their existing team skills or opt to inject new talent with the necessary expertise? Or perhaps there are hybrid intermediate options that offer the best of both worlds. Today, Karen interviews Alexandre Poisson, partner consultant at Yield Tactics, who will share his expertise.
Welcome back, Alexander.
Thank you, Karen. It's a pleasure to be here.
When confronted with critical performance issues with their revenue management and pricing teams, should a company invest in training and coaching to develop their existing employees, or should they consider hiring external talent? What are your insights on this critical decision-making process?
Revenue management and pricing teams play a key role in many companies, and they are, with sales team, the biggest contributors to revenue generation. But when companies have big problems with their pricing and revenue teams, they have to decide what to do next. They can either help the people they already have by training them more, or they can bring in new people from outside. Each way has its good things and its problems, and it's hard for the big bosses to decide what to do. In this talk, we're going to look at all the different parts of this big decision.
So let's see what good things can happen when we help our own team grow. What cool things can come from bringing in new folks, and even some ideas that mix both ways together. When it comes to employee development and cultivating talent internally, what are some key strategies that companies can implement to nurture and grow their existing team members within the realm of pricing and revenue management?
Developing talent internally is a tricky field of pricing, and revenue management is like mixing a special potion. It takes a blend of technical know-how, data skills, and leadership qualities, especially for those in management roles. First off, technical expertise is crucial. This means knowing the ins and outs of the industry, understanding what makes our customer purchasing, and being need to know a lot of things like inventory management and pricing system. But it's not just about knowing things, it's also about crunching the numbers. Data analysis skills are super important for turning all that technical knowledge into smart decisions. We need to be able to use data to figure out what's working and what is not, and to make sure our strategies line up with what the company wants to achieve. Now, growing these skills in-house takes time and effort. We've got to invest in training our employees and give them the tools they need to succeed. That means having fancy systems that can handle all the data we throw at them and keeping up with the latest development in the industry. But when we do it right, the benefit can be huge. Our employees feel more engaged, and we become really good at making things better all the time. It's like having a team of superstars who know exactly what they are doing. Of course, there are challenges along the way. It can cost a lot to train people and get all the tech we need, and it takes time for our employees to get to the level where they are really experts. But if we are patient and if we stick with it, the payoff can be totally worth it. So for companies willing to play the long game and invest in their people, developing talent internally can be a winning strategy, especially if they're losing folks left and right, because it's hard to maintain the skills inside the company.
Alexander, for companies looking to embark on the journey of developing talent internally in the fields of pricing and revenue management, what are the key steps they should consider taking to start this process? And what comes next after they've taken those initial steps?
Starting the journey of developing talent internally in pricing and revenue management requires a solid plan and a clear understanding of where your team stands currently. The first step is to assess the skills of your employees and determine their potential for growth in line with industry standards. If you find that your team lacks the necessary skills to meet industry requirements, it's essential to acknowledge this reality. Without external assistance, it's unlikely that they will reach the required level. When it comes to data analysis skills, our experience suggests that individuals with limited abilities in this area often struggle to develop them significantly, while training in tools like Excel and business intelligence solutions is possible. Truly understanding the business implication of data requires a certain cognitive thinking pattern that may not be easily acquired. Before investing time and money in extensive training programs, it's important to weigh the likelihood of success against the cost and potential benefits of external recruitment. In some cases, it may be more practical to bring in new talent with the necessary skills rather than developing your own teams. This decision can be informed by an external diagnosis, such as the one we regularly conduct with Yield Tactics for our clients worldwide. This diagnosis helps answer crucial questions such as, can your team members develop the required skills? And if so, how and within what time frame? What support and budget would be needed? And if not, what external skill injections are necessary? Based on the diagnosis, implication may include reorganizing roles and skills, implementing training programs, or recommending external recruitment for current or future positions. Each step must be carefully considered to ensure the best outcomes for your team and your company's success.
That's very interesting. But when considering the option of calling upon external expertise for assistance in developing talent internally in pricing and revenue management, what are the different options that companies should consider?
When internal skill development becomes too challenging or time-consuming, companies often seek external expertise to fulfill their pricing and revenue management requirements. This approach offers various alternatives that can be utilized in combination. Firstly, external recruitment allows companies to bring in new talent with the necessary skills and experience. This can be particularly beneficial when immediate expertise is needed or when internal development is not feasible within the desired time frame. Secondly, engaging consultant is another option. These experts can address operational challenges, provide strategic guidance, and develop a comprehensive plan to help the company achieve its desired level of excellence in pricing and revenue management. Consultants offer valuable insights and recommendations based on their extensive industry knowledge and experience. Additionally, companies may opt to implement specialized interim managers. These managers can either oversee the implementation of recommendations made by consulting services or fulfill short-term resource needs while waiting for external talent to join the team or for existing employees to develop their own skills. Further, interim managers bring a wealth of expertise and can provide immediate support to ensure smooth operations and effective execution of strategic initiatives. By exploring these options, companies can leverage external expertise to enhance their pricing and revenue management capabilities, and companies can achieve their business objectives more effectively.
That's very informative, and what are your thoughts on external recruitment as an option for companies looking to enhance their pricing and revenue management capabilities?
External recruitment can indeed be a viable option for companies seeking to bolster their pricing and revenue management capabilities with permanent experts. However, it comes with its own set of challenges. Finding candidates with the right blend of deep technical skills and a solid understanding of the company's industry can be quite tricky. Factors such as geographical location, limited company visibility, or constrained salary structures can further complicate the recruitment process and make it challenging to attract top talent. On the flip side, engaging consultants or interim managers offer immediate flexibility and access to expertise. These professionals brings a wealth of experience from various companies and industries, which can enrich the organization with new and innovative perspectives. Additionally, hiring specialized consultants for specific projects allows companies to benefit from precise skills without the long-term commitment and costs associated with permanent recruitment. So, while external recruitment has its merits, exploring alternative options like engaging consultants or interim managers can provide companies with the flexibility and expertise they need to address their pricing and revenue management needs effectively.
Alexander, it's interesting to hear about the different approaches companies take when seeking assistance with their pricing and revenue management challenges. I've noticed that on your consulting assignments, you often recommend the hybrid model rather than solely replacing existing staff with new entrants. Can you explain why the hybrid model is often the best option for achieving optimal short and long-term results?
The hybrid model has emerged as a preferred approach for many companies facing challenges with their teams. This model combines internal development, strategic recruitment, and tailored consulting and coaching offering to achieve optimal short and long-term results. One of the key strengths of the hybrid model is its flexibility. Companies can focus on cultivating their internal talent while also tapping into external expertise when needed, particularly for leading transformative projects. This allows for a dynamic approach that can adapt to changing needs and circumstances. In our consulting assignment, we've observed the value of long-term employee engagement. Our coaching offerings, such as those provided by Yield Tactics, are designed to provide personalized support to mid-level managers in pricing, revenue management, and yield management. These programs offer tailored guidance and expertise, helping individuals refine their skills and capabilities. Additionally, the hybrid model includes customized on-site training sessions and tailored to the specific needs of each team. This investment in professional development demonstrates confidence in the existing team's potential for growth while addressing any skill gap that may exist. For executive leaders in pricing and revenue management department, we offer special advisor roles. These advisors provide expert guidance and support decision making based on their extensive professional experience. This approach ensures that leadership teams have access to the insight and expertise needed to navigate complex challenges effectively. The hybrid models offer numerous advantages. It allows internal teams to continue growing and evolving while benefiting from the expertise of high-level consultants. Financially, it helps to limit expenses to a defined period of time, unlike hiring external talent, which can result in ongoing costs. Moreover, by promoting positive team engagement and avoiding disruptive reorganization, the hybrid model fosters a collaborative and supportive work environment.
In addition to that, with a hybrid approach, you do not lose the valuable historical knowledge of a market, which is not necessarily obvious when relying solely on historical numbers analyzed by new entrants. Could you elaborate on how the hybrid approach helps companies retain the invaluable historical knowledge of their markets, especially in the context of pricing and revenue management?
In our consulting missions, we frequently encounter situations where top management may not fully grasp the intricacies of revenue management and pricing. This is especially apparent in sectors where yield management techniques rely heavily on complex historical datasets. Interpreting this data accurately requires an understanding of the historical context of past actions. A balanced organization approach is essential, blending the knowledge of long-time employees with the skills brought by newly recruited talents. Additionally, young recruits with limited experience have the potential to develop their skills and become future leaders in the company. Upscaling the revenue management and pricing team, the RMP team, like we say, should be part of a broader transformation plan where the skills of related departments evolve simultaneously. Often, what senior management perceives as issues with the RMP team that may stem from other areas of the organization, such as sub-optimized capacity scheduling, imbalanced budgeting exercise, underperforming sales department, or outdated technological infrastructure. In such cases, it's crucial to allow the consulting service to extend its reach into other departments, like the sales team or IT teams, supported by a high-level sponsor within the organization. Addressing these underlying issues diligently is essential for the success of the transformation. If left unattended, the impact of the consulting service may diminish, leading to demotivation among external talents and potentially causing them to seek opportunities elsewhere.
So, what approach to adapt?
The approach to adopt depends on several key factors specific to each company and its circumstances. Firstly, consider the urgency of the need. If the company requires rapid reinforcement of its pricing capabilities to address a market change or seize a new business opportunity, engaging specialized consultant may offer the quickest and the most effective response. Secondly, budget considerations are crucial. Recruiting and integrating permanent experts can incur significant cost, whereas engaging consultant provides budget flexibility and precise cost control. Coaching offerings also, such as the one we provide, offer a more economical solution with the added benefits of ultra customization. The nature of the required skills also plays a decisive role in if a company needs specialized skills for specific project, external expertise may be the best solution. However, if the goal is a long-term skills development, training, coaching, and internal development programs may be more relevant. Lastly, consider the company's ability to manage and integrate external resources. Some companies have a successful culture of integrating external consultants seamlessly, while others may find the process more complex.
Wow, that's a great answer. Can we go now together through the different possibilities offered by the injection of non-permanent external skills and talent?
We typically address such challenges with a combination of consulting, transformation programs, coaching, advisory, recruitment assistance, training, and even process automation.
Process automation? Find it intriguing, but let's go through them one by one. You mentioned consulting, of course.
Yes, everything should start with a diagnosis or audit, that is a consulting service.
Then you mentioned transformation programs.
Yes, sometimes individual skills are not the only reason why a team is not performing, and improvement can happen only by simultaneously making courageous changes in the organization.
What about coaching and advisory?
This service is more and more popular. We bring highly experienced people in your organization, part-time and sometimes full-time, to work beside your managers and executive teams to help them involving in their practices. This is a great solution when you nominate talented people at revenue management position, but with little of no experience. Having someone to advise them or to coach them, it's really helpful.
I guess this goes along interim management or transition management, as people say in France.
Yes, management de transition, as we say in French, is very popular in France. This is actually a great option to consider, especially to support a team when there is a vacancy. Sometimes it can take many months to find the right revenue management and pricing director. So many companies appreciate to have someone from Yield Tactics doing the job in the interim. A good interim manager will not just fill the position, but also share his or her views how revenue management should be performed. And generally, it's a great option that, from my perspective, under certain circumstances, can give higher and even the best return on investment, at least higher return on investment rather than consulting.
What about recruitment assistance?
Now, we help companies in their recruitment. To be very clear, we are not headhunters, but we play a decisive role in talent sourcing tactics as well for evaluating candidates.
Lastly, training.
Yes, we have various training programs with the Yield Tactics Academy. They can be on the shelf, but also customized to specific situation and even sometimes created in the context of a transformation program or new system or processes implementation.
Tell me more now about process automation, how it is related to what we've discussed so far.
Now, sometimes you need to be pragmatic. In a certain geographical area at a certain time, you cannot recruit the people with the expertise you need, and training is too long, costly, and hazardous. So you need to do more with your staff, with the staff you have, remapping processes and having a higher degree of automation and simplification in your business, aiming for better efficiency. It can be the best short-term solution to address business performance and recruitment challenges.
As we conclude today's insightful discussion, it's clear that the landscape of revenue management and pricing is evolving rapidly, presenting both challenges and opportunities for companies in the industry. Whether it's through internal development, engaging external expertise, or adopting a hybrid approach, the key lies in staying agile, adaptable, and proactive in navigating these changes. By embracing transformation, companies can not only optimize their pricing strategies and revenue streams, but also position themselves for long-term success in an ever-changing market. We hope you find today's conversation informative and valuable. Stay tuned for more insights and discussion on Yield Tactics. Thank you for listening. Alexander, how can we contact you?
The best is to visit the website yieldtactics.com or airlinetactics.com if you are an airline, and see the contact option depending on your location. From the website, you can book a call with a senior consultant or partner to discuss your needs. For on-the-shelf trainings, the best is to see our offering online and to send an email to academy@yieldtactics.com.
Thank you, Alexander. See you for the next episode.
I'm scheduled with you next month for another episode called Airline O&D Optimization Without O&D Revenue Management System.
That sounds like quite technical, but I'm sure you will make it educational for all our listeners.
Okay, goodbye, Karen.
Goodbye.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast to catch every upcoming episode. And if you have any questions, comments, or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to reach out to us.
Stay connected with us on LinkedIn and visit our websites yieldtactics.com and airlinetactics.com for more exclusive content and information about our consulting and training services. From our websites, you can download the Yield Tactics magazine for free, featuring in-depth articles covering topics such as organizational transformation, advanced pricing techniques, marketing, revenue optimization, and distribution. The ideas and opinions expressed by our guests on this podcast are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or endorsements of Yield Tactics. Also, when we mention specific companies or products, it's important to note that such references do not constitute an endorsement by Yield Tactics, nor do they imply any business relationship between us.